Hello, so today I'm going to do a casual red day lip, which those words don't normally go in the same sentence, but I thought it might be fun and fresh, and it's kind of a very young and modern way to do a red lip is to wear it during the day. Now, I think that the process for this needs to be very like untidy on the rest of the face. Now, untidy, I mean like intentionally untidy. Like I don't think anything can be too sharp or too precious, otherwise it'll look a little bit too forced. So I'm going to try to keep everything kind of light and play around a little bit. So anytime I'm doing a dark lip, I like to start off by priming my lips. I'm just going to put a little bit of this sugar lip treatment on, just so that by the time I get to the lip portion of the makeup, my lips will be nice and moisturized. Next, I'm going to use a foundation primer. I'm just going to use the Laura Mercier foundation primer, and I don't always wear a foundation primer, but I'm wearing a tinted moisturizer, and I found that those tend to dissipate quite quickly on my skin during the day. So the primer should help with that. So the tinted moisturizer I'm using is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in Sand. This is a little bit darker than my skin tone right now, but I think that if I look too pale with this red lip, then it'll look a little bit more goth than what I'm going for. Just going to take my Beauty Blender and go over that. The reason I'm using a tinted moisturizer is because, as I said, I don't want this to look too polished with the red lip. I want it to look a little bit deconstructed, and the sheerness of a tinted moisturizer, I think, lends well to that. I'm going to go right into concealing because I'm not doing a heavy eyeshadow or anything, so I don't think that I need to wait. There will be no fallout to clean up. So I'm just going to use my Dermablend palette here, concealers, the peachy sort of undertones. If you have dark under eye circles, as I do, then you will use whatever peachy undertoned concealer works best for you. The brush I was using for that was the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. Now for concealing any redness in my skin, I'm going to use my, I'm using a lot of Laura Mercier, but my Laura Mercier Undercover Pot here in number 3. And the little brush that came with that, Secret Camouflage Brush, Laura Mercier as well. Not gonna worry too much about that guy because I'll just have to reconceal later. Alright, and I'm just gonna set where I've put concealer with my Gemma Kid Bio-Mineral Perfecting Powder in number 2, medium. Just so it doesn't start to move around when I'm doing the rest of the makeup. And then I'm also just going to put that anywhere I don't want extra shine. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to eyes. The eyes are going to be so very basic. I've got my Paula Dorf Compact here, and I'm just using a color called Camisole, but really you're just going to use whatever matte eyeshadow you have that is close to your own natural skin tone. And I'm just taking a big fluffy brush, this is the Stila number 6 brush, and just whacking that all over the lid. So that's it, just a nice even wash of color all over the lid. right, so now I'm just going to do a little bit of a liquid line on the top of the eyelid. I don't want to wing it out a whole bunch. I don't want it to be super dramatic. I just think that it'll look kind of cool and fresh with the red lip with no eyeshadow or minimal eyeshadow on underneath of it. So I'm going to use my Stila Carbon Black Felt liner here. I'm probably going to fast forward through most of this because I take a ridiculously long time when I'm putting liquid eyeliner on. So you'll see a little bit and then you'll see the finished product. Alright, so just like a very basic kind of baby eyeliner, small, not very winged, and then I'm just going to take this Sea Cruise color by Paula Dorf and tap it over top with a MAC 263 brush. This is just so that it gets a little bit kind of soft and diffused. I'm also just going to take a little bit of that under the lash line. To get rid of any pink. Lastly, on the eyes, I'm just going to take a concealer pencil actually. This is a Shiseido corrector pencil in 2 medium, and I'm going to put that along my lash line. Little mascara. I'm using my Shu Uemura Lash Curler. And the mascara I'm using is Maybelline The Falsies. A little bit on the lower lash. Alright, for this look, I want my eyebrows to be kind of full and disheveled looking. So I'm going to use a brow pencil that's much lighter than my natural hair color. This is the Marcel Accent Eyebrow Crayon in Blondie. I like it because it's got a little spoolie on the other end. And because I'm using a lighter brow pencil, I can fill in a little bit more without my brows looking super heavy because I've already got fairly substantial brows. So I'm just going to strengthen the shape I already have. All right, now just to further the charade of me having very kind of bushy big brows, I'm going to take a little bit of clear mascara or brow gel. That's a bit extreme, but I'm just going to play around with it until I get them looking kind of a little bit messy. Alright, next we're going to move on to the face. I'm going to take a little bit of MAC cream blush in Posy. I'm going to use my Cosette S150 brush, just pick a little bit of that up and take it through the back of the cheekbone. Then I'm going to use my Beauty Blender just to soften that. Very subtle because we are going to have a big old lip on. Alright, my Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Soft Matte Bronzer. Whatever bronzer works for you. that you like. I'm gonna put that in the contour area under the cheekbone and just across the bridge of my nose a little bit. And then right into the hairline all the way around. And the jaw. And just in the hollow under my lip there. I'm also going to add a little bit of highlight. I've been trying out this Becca luminous skin finishing in Opal. I really like the color because most highlighters that I have, cream wise anyways, are kind of more silvery and pinky, and this one's nice and bronzy. So I'm just taking, oh sorry, the brushes I just used there were the Real Techniques blush brush and now the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. So putting that just on top of the cheekbones. Gonna put a little bit through my brow bone here. And then just a little bit on the inside corner of my eye. All right, and now finally on to the lip. I'm going to be using Annabelle Flame Lip Liner and Maybelline Superstay 14-Hour Lipstick in Enduring Ruby. This Color Stay lipstick is by far the best one I've ever tried. It's not drying and it really does stay put. I'm going to start off by just taking a lip brush. I'm going to use a MAC 236 as my lip brush for this, and I'm going to take just a little bit all over the lip to begin with. And then I'm just really going to work that in with the lip brush. So that'll just kind of give me a shape to build off of. And also, if you put a little layer of the lipstick on before like you fully color it in, then it lasts a little bit longer as well. So now I'm going to take my Annabelle Flame Lip Liner and just draw up a little bit. I don't want to draw outside the lines too much. I also don't want to make this lip line extremely strong because I want it to look a little bit imperfect, right? Okay, so I've got my shape. Now I'm just going to take my finger and soften the edges all around. It just kind of tones it down a little bit. And then I'm going to take the lipstick right from the bullet here. And I'm not drawing all the way down to the lip line. I'm going to be doing this a lot, so it'll start to push it towards that lip line, and then it also keeps the lip line nice and soft. All right, so that's the finished look. I love this lipstick color. It makes my teeth look white, which always helps. It's a really nice, cool berry color. And it smells really good too, which never hurts. So, hope you enjoyed that. Sorry, I'll sit still for this. Hope you enjoyed that. Come back for something new. Thanks. Bye-bye.